Hi, and welcome to the Existential Stoic Podcast, Quick Fix, number 12.
Ooh, quick.
Yeah, right? So today we're going to do a little short episode, a little quick fix, some tips focused on one topic today. We're going to look at how to be more assertive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Assert yourself.
Assert yourself. So, I'm Danny. I'm here with Randy.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Randy. So today we're going to talk about how to be more assertive. Why should we be assertive?
Well, because life is here, and if we don't be assertive, then we may not get what we want out of it.
I think that's the most important thing, right? Being assertive is about kind of making sure that you get what you want, making sure that the life you live is the one that you want to live.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's crucial.
Yeah, so we have a short episode for you where we're each going to give 3 suggestions for how to be more assertive.
Some tips to be how to be more assertive. I'm going to go first because it's my week.
Because you're being assertive.
And I am. Damn it. That's what's happening. All right, so for my first one, I think, and this is crucial. We talked about this before, but say no. We often are, society, we're taught to agree to everything, to say yes, to be there. We have all these obligations placed on us. But if we let others and the world tell us what to do, it's not going to be our life. You have to say no to things to get what you want. Because ultimately, everything is cost benefit, right? I mean, at some point, if you want something bad enough, you're going to have to give up other stuff. You have to say no. Even if it's saying no to yourself, like, no, I won't watch TV. I'm going to work on this project tonight. And I think that is crucial because it's about taking really responsibility for your actions, being intentional.
Definitely. And your yes has no value until you can say no.
Yeah, that's crucial, right?
Mm-hmm. Because, I just look at it like, since Facebook came around, everybody's a freaking flake when it comes to hanging out.
Oh, God.
Because they all say yes to everything, and then they don't follow through. And it's because a lot of people have lost their ability to say no, which is such an important
It is, right?
skill.
You have to.
Yeah. So, my first one for how to be assertive is know your values. Know what is a meaningful life to you, your values, and what you stand for. Because once you know what you stand for, that'll help you to do what Danny just said, say no and say yes, because you'll very easily and clearly be able to say, does this fit within my values? Is this something I'm okay with?
I really like that too, because knowing your values is really, it's understanding too, like, what is really right for you. What can you live with? What's, appropriate for you? And I mean, that's important.
Exactly, because what you said there, what you can live with, because you have to sleep with yourself every night. If you do stuff that goes against your values because you're too spineless to say no, you have to sleep with yourself. And if you do stuff that you can't live with, it's going to be very difficult to sleep.
Yeah, it's going to make it almost impossible, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I love that one. All right, so for my next one, I have plan. You have to know what you want, right? So, I mean, look, the fact is, to be assertive, you have to actually have an idea of what you actually want. And part of this involves planning. And this goes back to the other two, right? Using your yes and no, knowing your values. This all goes down to planning, knowing what you want in your life, and planning how to get there so that you can assert yourself and you can keep yourself on that course or on that path towards your goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, planning is definitely very important. I mean, they say that, like, the plan isn't as important as the process of planning.
No,
because
I like that. Yeah.
They also, all these they people that I know, they also say that no plan survives first contact with the enemy.
But I don't know who these they people are, but they're smart.
Pretty smart, yeah.
They are. They're smart as hell. Damn.
Yeah, a bunch of philosophers just sitting around and coming up with sayings. But it makes sense. The planning is very, very important because it allows you to see a lot more than what you would be able to see if you could not plan. They also say, be prepared. That's the Boy Scouts.
That is the Boy Scouts. And it's good, though. It's good advice, right? Because being prepared comes with planning, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you plan, you can be prepared for whatever you're going to face.
Because they also say failing to plan is planning to fail.
Oh, I like that one, too.
Man,
that's a good one.
Smart.
They are smart these days.
All right. So my next one is believe in yourself. Okay?
This is a good one.
You have to believe in yourself. Have faith that what you want can happen, and have faith in yourself. Have confidence in yourself, faith in yourself, belief in yourself. And even if you don't, fake it. Fake it till you make it. Because the more you can believe in yourself and have faith in yourself, it'll give you references to look back on and say, hey, I believed in myself and this happened.
You know, I'm really glad you said that too at the end, the fake it till you make it, because it's so true. If you struggle with it at first, just fake it, because over time you'll realize that you can do it and you will have grounds to believe in yourself. And I think that's so important, because without that, really, you know, there's nothing else. If you want to be assertive, you have to believe that, you know, you can do it in the first place.
It's kind of like all the philosophers talk about how at the end of the life the goal is like the child, the child.
Spirit of a child, sort of. Yeah,
exactly. And like as children, we're so it's so easy to play make believe. We're so able to just fake it until we make it. And I just think that as adults, we're children who forgot that we're children.
Pretty much, yeah.
And so life is kind of a process of getting back to that child's mind, the beginner's mind. And so being able to fake it until you make it, but believing in yourself.
You have to, yep. All right, that was good. So my last one goes along with this very nicely, right? It's know your worth, your self-value. And I think this is crucial, right? For confidence, for knowing that you can do something. You have to know that you have value. I think, you know, a lot of people, especially when we're negative, pessimistic, we lose our sense of value, our sense of self-worth, and that will make you about as unassertive as possible, because you're totally unsure of yourself. You totally think your voice doesn't matter. But the fact is, it does. You know, one thing I always remember is, look, we're all just people trying to make it in the world. You know, you can do anything anyone else can do. That is true.
Yeah.
And we all have value, so you should always value yourself first, or you will lose yourself. I mean, in that sense.
Definitely. And just like, I always think whenever you say like know your value, just like your innate value, you're one of 200 million sperm. Like literally, the load that created you had 200 million sperm, and yet you're the one that made it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. What are the chances? 1 in 200 million. That's better than winning. That's lower chances than winning the lottery.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, and winning the lottery is next to impossible. Yeah.
It's very hard.
All right, so my last one is know there is a way.
Oh.
You just need to find it. If you know there's a way, and you have to believe, well, I said believe, you can do it before, but knowing that there's a way. Because listen, the whole part with assertiveness and confidence, you have to know there's a way.
Yeah,
because
there is.
If there's a way, you look at the explorers from back in the day, okay? These guys who just went out and they're like, I know it's out there somewhere. I'm just
doing
gonna find
it.
it.
Yeah.
And they got people to get on board their ship, and they got kings and queens to invest in them because they believed it. Same thing with people who have created technology nowadays. I mean, look at the smartphones you hold in your hand. This is a miracle. Like 30 years ago, we were watching Star Trek and people had these little flip-up things and they're like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
It's amazing.
You literally have that in your hand now. People said there is a way, let's do it. And that's what gives you
there
service.
is always a way. I mean, I think that's the other thing. Any problem you encounter, there's a way to get past it. There's a way to do it. And if you believe that that's true, you believe in yourself and you believe in your capabilities and your abilities. And that will make you more assertive by default, right? And I think that's crucial. I think that's a pretty good list. Pretty good tips, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how to be more assertive.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for listening to this quick fix. You know, please subscribe and share. We'll be back next week with a full-length episode and another quick fix.
Boom. I'll see you later, Danny.
Later, Randy.
Bye.